Welcome back to Cooking In with Joycelyne. I have a patriotic show today. Everything we're going to do is red, white, and blue. And what is your name?
I am Captain Democracy,
Okay.
the spirit of freedom throughout the land here this Memorial Day weekend.
Well, this is a holiday show for
Yes.
that. But it's not only Memorial Day. What we have coming up is also Labor Day, Veterans Day, and 4th of July. So we're putting in all our patriotic shows together.
In this one show?
That's right.
Wow,
And,
one show
wow.
for four holidays.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make what are called patriotic puffs. I'm going to make a cream puff. I'm going to fill it with red strawberries and blue berries and, of course, whipped cream. You're going to see us make some lovely cream puffs. So I'm going to show you how it's so simple.
I love cream puffs.
I'm taking 1 cup of water. Now, when you measure water, you know, it's got to be level, eye level. So I put the water in here and then I look down and it's going to hit the 1 cup. Right here, the
Yes,
1
I
cup
see the
measure.
marking on the
So
cup.
that's how you do it. You don't just pour it in, it has to be eye level. So I'm going to pour the water into a plain saucepan. And I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of butter. Do you know that 1 cube is actually a 1/2 cup? So I'm going to put the whole thing in.
Wow,
Yep.
a whole cube of butter?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that's calories, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Mmm.
I didn't say it was non-caloric.
It didn't say how good it's going to be for your arteries, but it's going to taste good.
Well, it's a treat. It's not like you're going to eat a whole bunch. Hopefully. Okay, so we're going to melt that, and you can stir that while
okay.
I'm measuring the
Alrighty.
flour.
Alrighty.
I have all-purpose unbleached flour here, and I'm going to measure 1/2 cup. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 cup here also. So I've got 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, and a 1/2 cup of butter. So when you measure a dry ingredient, you have to top it off and then take a straight edge. It could be a knife, it could be a spatula, whatever you have handy, and you're gonna go across, like level it off like this. And so that's how you measure your dry ingredients. So I showed you how to do the wet ingredient and now the dry ingredient. So that's 1 cup of that. So let's see how we're doing over here. How are you doing, Captain? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine.
Did
Yeah,
you stir it?
Yeah, I'm stirring, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, yeah. No, I noticed the butter is yellow on the outside, but once you start melting it, it turns white. Why is that?
Well, it's just not melted. It's a little too high. You just don't want it to get too hot. I mean, you want to get hot, but, you know, slowly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wash the fruit while we're doing this because I want it to dry so that when you put it into your whipped cream, it's not going to make it all soggy. So I'm going to take some of the berries and we're going to hull them also, which means we're going to take out the inside. Now, if you're not going to use all these berries, you don't want to wash the ones you're not going to use because they're going to get soggy and then they're going to spoil. So I'm just doing a few of each so that we can do some berries just for your cream puffs that we're showing. I mean, you can't possibly put this many strawberries in the amount of cream puffs we're making. So, excuse me, Captain, can you move over, please?
Sure.
Okay, so to wash the berries, I'm going to just take a little mesh, put some in here, and pour in some here. So this should be enough just for our purposes. And then I put it under the running water. And see, if you push it into this, you get a little more force, like that. And then let them drain on a cup while we're doing.
Now this appears to be thoroughly melted.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to take this flour and I'm going to pour the flour in.
How much flour are you pouring in there?
1 cup.
1 cup. That's also measured by the same cup?
No, did you see this? You weren't paying attention.
So this cup is
This is
different
for
than that
dry
cup?
ingredients.
So
This is for wet ingredients.
there's the different amounts in cups for dry and wet.
This is for wet ingredients, eye level, and this is leveling off with a measure. So you're going to stir this until it forms a ball. Let me show everybody what this looks like. Do you see how it forms an entire ball? So this is when you know your cream puff is ready to accept the eggs. Okay, you see this? Okay, so you can stir this too. Take it off heat. Go ahead and stir that. And I'm going to crack eggs in it. I'm going to put 4 eggs, one at a time. Right, ready?
Oh, we're dropping them in? Okay.
Go ahead and keep stirring.
I'll keep stirring while you do that, all right?
Yep. 1. What? I don't know. 2. You want to show them? Keep stirring. Move away so the audience can see what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
So we're stirring in the eggs one at a time. We'll stir them a little bit harder because it's got to be really well mixed. Okay? Keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
That's good, huh? I stir good.
And one more after this.
Let's see it. See the egg in there? Now I
good.
stir it. Crush it and stir it. This is because I'm Captain Democracy.
That's correct. Alrighty then.
And I stir things up.
And then we're going to make cream puffs in the oven. So I'm going to bake them in the pan. Take this pan out.
Sure smells good.
It's going to be delicious. Okay. Ready? How are we doing? Looks fabulous. You did a great job.
I did a great job.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Because I'm Captain Democracy.
Okay, so this is what the mixture looks like. And this is how you make a cream puff.
Let's see.
Wasn't that simple?
Well, maybe if you go that way so they can see too. Oh, here.
Move that over to
Move
the
this out
side.
of the way here.
Move this over. Okay. So now, here we go. And we can use the same knife, and depends how big you want the puffs to be. But I kind of like sort of big ones, don't you?
This is the crust?
This is how you make it, yes. So I'm going to put this, my little humps. If you want to make little tiny ones, which sometimes people make hors d'oeuvres, have you seen that? Where they put fillings in it.
Yeah.
So
sure
you can,
have.
this is the same recipe. Now you can add salt, but I'm trying to keep low sodium in my recipes.
Well, what would the salt do for it?
It would just give it a little bit more flavor. Sometimes people like that. Okay, so after we've done all of these, then we're going to stick this in the oven. Welcome back. And now I think our cream puffs are going to be baked. We had them at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes in the oven. So let's take them out and see what we've got. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm putting them on a wire rack. And here they are.
It smells good too.
So we're going to let them cool. While they're cooling, we're going to prepare the whipped cream. So I have chilled these beaters, and I've chilled this. The colder the better, because it helps the volume of the cream.
Now this whipping cream you have, is that any different than the whipping cream you'd buy, or the whipped cream you'd buy like with Ready Whip? One of those
You're
kind
not
of.
supposed to use brands.
Oh. I don't know any other kind of thing. Okay.
Well, say that again. Start again. What is the difference between the whipping cream and the aerosol?
Yeah, and and the aerosol. Yes, the aerosol.
Say the whole
kinds.
sentence.
What is the difference between this whipping cream and the kind you get in an aerosol can?
That is pre-whipped, and you don't have to whip it by hand, but it's also thinner, and it doesn't have the taste and the butter fat.
Oh, so this is going to even be better than that other stuff.
Yes. So, okay, I've got to flick this in. Click that in, turn that in. Turn it. You did it? Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've chilled the bowl, the beaters, and the cream. I'm going to shake this up, make sure we get all the butter fat. And where's the knife? Knife.
A knife.
Dun, 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 to the rescue, Captain.
That's why I wear the cape, because I'm a superhero.
That's right. Superhero, can you open this?
Of course I can. And I don't need a knife.
Wow.
Because I'm a superhero.
That's excellent.
Sure, you better believe
So,
it.
I know, I do. All right, so I'm going to pour this into a deep bowl so that we get there.
Now that looks
we're
just like
whipping.
milk, but it's not.
It's thicker. It's got
It's
more
thicker.
butter fat.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm going to plug this in down here.
This stuff gonna splash around?
I hope not, but it might a little.
I'm
But
gonna
you have
get
a
back-
cape.
I'm gonna get back just in case.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
You want to try this?
Sure.
Okay. Turn it around like that and just work it out. It's a little noisy. I'm going to take a little bit of I'm going to get a big spoon and I'm going to put that in while you're doing that. This is an iced teaspoon. I'm going to put about 4 teaspoons.
Now, why powdered sugar rather than some other kind of sugar?
Slow down. When it gets to be a little bit thick, you want to just stir. The reason I'm using powdered sugar is because it's finely milled. It doesn't have granules, so it won't have, you know, smooth. It'll be smoother.
It mixes in better?
Yes. To be. And I'm going to get some vanilla. Okay, go ahead.
It looks like it's getting thicker now.
Yes, that's what happens.
Interesting.
Mix with some vanilla extract. Oh, Captain, I need you to stir open this.
One of the first principles to find out you can whip that stuff and make it thick. Yeah!
Did you do it?
It took all my superpowers, but
Alrighty
the
then.
little lady, I did it for
Thank
you.
you. You're a hero.
Yes, I am.
Can you hold this?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, I'm just going to add a little 1/4 teaspoon of this. This is pure vanilla extract. I don't like to use synthetic food because it just doesn't taste natural. So go ahead and finish that. We don't want it to get too thick. Do you know what happens if you make it too thick?
No.
It becomes butter. That's how they make butter.
Oh, wow. Is that right?
Yes.
I never knew.
See, it's still not quite thick enough, but it's getting much thicker. And these are called peaks, so you want it to have soft peaks. Okay, that's good.
I was kind of in a trance there, that thing.
Why?
I don't know. It's just kind of fascinating. But for some reason, watching it go around and around.
Okay. Now, what we do is just take one of the cream puffs. We're going to slice it open. What happened? That one, the bottom, I ruined it. All right, let's try this one.
The bottom fell out.
Yes, but it'll still taste good.
It still tastes good. Let's see. Let me be the official. Yeah, tastes good.
All right, so we'll just do a few of them, right? So I'm cutting them open, and we're going to take a spoonful of the whipped cream, put it on top. And you've got our fruit that's drying over here. So we're going to slice some strawberries. Let's move this over. So you can slice them like this. What's pretty is if you have them sort of hanging out the edges so you could see them. And add some blueberries. So we have red, white, and blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit on the top. We close it like that. And that's our
Wow.
holiday puff. It's red, white, and blue. All right. Let's do this one. Slice this. So that's it for today.
I would assume if you have children that you would want them to not eat this in the living room because it looks like it could get real messy real easy.
But that's the fun of it. All right, thanks so much for watching Cooking In with Joycelyne.
Yeah.
Have a happy holiday.
It was a fun day for me too. Bye-bye.
And enjoy your holiday with red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
Thank you.
Two.